everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays FTL. I'm gonna start a new game. We lost on our last run, and I am gonna try with the Slug Cruiser Type 8. We had a Red Tail run last time, it didn't go so well. The Slug Cruiser run that we had last time, 2 runs ago now, went pretty well, and I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to replicate that, because I really want to unlock this Rock Cruiser and, be able to live my life again now that I have all the ships unlocked. And I think at that point, I could actually start playing FTL casually. If that is even, such a thing that exists. So, how do you play with a Slug Cruiser? We have an anti-bio beam. That makes us absolutely god-awful at taking down drones. So hopefully we won't encounter too many of these. Please don't hit missiles. Oxygen, medbay, I don't really care. Oh, it missed. That's the best, obviously. And we'll see if we can take out their missile launcher here. No. So we're going to drop a breaching bomb, which thankfully did take their weapons offline. I hate to use a missile this early. It seems like kind of a waste, but if it saves me from taking damage, it's not a waste at all. Alright, and now we've taken down their drone as well. Allow me to click out for a second, because it sounds like the volume in the game might actually be a little bit louder than I'm normally used to. And I don't want to be drowned out over the course of a whole video here, so we're just going to pull it down just a little bit here. That seems adequate. In any case, many people probably didn't even notice the difference at all. Okay. Next we'll hit shields, just so they stay offline or at least damaged, but the problem with your standard Slug Cruiser, see, is that you got no way to kill enemy hulls, quickly at least. You've got plenty of ways to kill enemy units. You could open up a breaching bomb, hit them with a bio beam, all of a sudden they're smothering to death. Oh, I need oxygen, I need oxygen. It's fucking lame, man. Just be a sweet-ass robot like the Lanius and you don't have to worry about it. But sincerely, it takes us 100 years to take out enemy hulls, and that's a real problem. 100 years or 100 missiles, that's up to us, I guess. Unfortunately, they have like a combat drone Mark II here, which is way more powerful than I remember. Luckily, we've taken it offline again, and their drone keeps like self-repairing, which is super annoying here. I'm very tempted to use a breaching bomb, but I also can't justify using a breaching bomb because it's a missile that I don't want to use. So we're going to avoid drones whenever possible, but we don't really have that opportunity a lot of the time. Mind you, we could also just run away from these drone fights, and it will be compensated for not fighting them. Actually got a decent amount of scrap there. We'll be compensated for not fighting them because of the fact that we'll get more scrap than average from every other encounter that we have. Oh my god, seriously. At least this is a human fight. And actually, truth be told, the good thing about this fight is that the shields of the enemy might go down as a result of this ion pulsar. And if that allows me to get a free bio-beam shot in, sorry, anti-bio beam shot in, then we're in a very good position. Let's start by firing on their weapons. Good, we did at least hurt them. They hurt ours. But this is exactly why I moved the anti-bio beam into the #1 slot. So it stayed powered up even if we got hit, and then I can do a little bit of that right there, and that should hit both of these crew members and cause them to feel quite bad about themselves. Now, our shields are down too. Obviously, this isn't good for us. I do need to get the oxygen fixed, but I want weapons to come back first just so dual lasers can actually fire. Then we'll get in there and fix that oxygen. Our dodge chance is terrible. What's gone down now? All of our weapons. And all of their weapons. That's okay. The problem with this fight is that they also have a functioning medbay, which is not typical. Get everything powered back up here again. Hopefully our weapons don't go down. Just shields this time. They have weapons, and they're probably going to charge a little faster than ours too. It's probably best to hit their medbay, but I do need to take out weapons as well, so let's try to get that out there. Oh, well, they did get one shot off. That fucked up our doors, but that's okay. Okay, good. It didn't take the bio beam offline. So fuck the pilot. We'll hit these two guys. Good. Next, we've got to hit the medbay with these dual lasers. That's nice. We actually killed one of them. If we can just get one anti-bio beam out, we can kill the whole crew here. I like playing as these ships where you actually kill people. That sounds kind of vile. I apologize for it. Good. Weapons are still up. But I do like playing as these ships where you attack people as opposed to attacking the hull, because it is a little bit like a puzzle game, so we just had to figure out how to get them all in a line, and then we, effectively erase them. Unfortunately, I think I've messed it up something fierce here, and they're actually going to make it quite difficult on me. Maybe not. If we can get one more anti-bio beam charged up, that's the only thing that matters. I just don't want to accidentally kill them with the dual laser, so this should work. And good enough. We actually got a hull smasher laser as a result. Fires 2 shots for 2 power. We have to jump away. I can't sit here very long. But that's good. We got a lot of scrap there, and having the hull laser active will allow us to do more damage against hulls, which is extremely important, obviously, as we are currently struggling to do that. Plus, you know, having more lasers allows us to take out shields more effectively. We will definitely never surrender our crew to slavers. Hopefully we can manage to actually get a slave of our own. It didn't come out necessarily the way I intended it to, but it would be beneficial for us to have another crew member. And, you know, the whole laser is basically a straight upgrade over the dual lasers, except for the fact that it does put me in a position... Oh, that hurts. It does put me in a position where I have to get a little bit more weapon power. So, they don't have a med bay. What are we going to focus on? Shields or weapons? I'm going to hit up weapons again. And since one of those shots at least hit, we then drop that bad boy in there. It didn't kill the Mantis, which I really wanted it to do. But it's really going to hurt the NG. That NG's going to die in the next phase. And it might kill the Mantis if that shot hits. But the Mantis is already super slow at repairing. That might be a Rockman. I always get it confused because their backs kind of look the same. Space racism at its finest, I guess. Unfortunately, we didn't miss that shot as well. Luckily, we're farming up some sweet-ass dodge chances here. I should get my my engine crew member back where they belong. And that Mantis is now dead. I don't think we can kill, like, the NG and his friend in this one hit here. But now he's got the other NG. He's going to lower their dodge chance effectively down to 0. And we can just F with them, and we should be able to win. It's slow, but slow and steady wins the race here. Oftentimes, at least. The Breaching Bomb Mark 1 is a pretty solid weapon for us to carry with us into the, you know, remainder of the game. At least for the next few phases. Are you kidding me that this person isn't dead yet? That's kind of surprising to me. I guarantee almost that the next shot from the lasers will do it if they both hit, which they should. Yeah, they did it. We're going to take a Mantis crew member rather than an NG crew member. Rockman wasn't even an option in my mind. And he will be our weapon personnel there. And we have to... how the hell do we even get... Oh my god, we have to go all the way over here. This is actually a pretty major problem for me, that this beacon is set up so terribly. We don't want to fight a drone, and the fact that we can not fight a drone and get 10 free scrap is awesome. So that's going to be our second bar of shields up ASAP. As you've seen, we've struggled pretty mightily against lasers so far, so this is something that's pretty excellent for us to have going on here. Offer your help. Quest marker and some fuel. Nothing wrong with that. And that quest marker actually is on the way, much to my surprise. Sector 1, I would say, is going A-okay so far. That missile launcher scares the shit out of me, though. No medbay on this ship and only 2 crew members. This should be among the easiest we've had so far. Anti-bio beam should be able to hit both of them in one go. And we did take their missile launcher offline, not before they managed to actually land one, but that's okay. We'll get that repaired up. 1 hull damage is not that important. This should kill the... almost, not quite. Without any medbay, though, it's not like they have, you know, anything they can really do about our whole situation here. Their missile launcher's back online temporarily, and now back offline permanently, because this person's life is going to be offline permanently as well. In fact, both of them should die in this next biobeam phase, like so. Sure, 4 free fuel. Next thing we're probably going to get is 1 bar of weapon power. Either so we can have Breaching Bomb active, or so we can switch dual lasers out to hull laser. Thank God these guys don't have a teleporter. They do have a pretty decent supply of missiles, but assuming we can actually land our first dual laser shot, that's all that matters. By the way, I'd encourage you to get a drink. This is going to be a long one. If I had to guess, at least, I would say it's probably going to be a long one. Even though our dual laser is kind of a little bit out of sync with the anti-bio beam, I like handling it this way, so our hull is at much less risk, if you know what I mean. I don't know why it sounded like there was an innuendo there. They don't have a med bay, so I'm not quite sure why they're switching people around here, but at least they will still have a dodge chance, at least for their own sake anyway. Looks like they were trying to put out a fire there. I'm going to take a drink of my own here, if you don't mind. And we are possibly going to be able to kill all 3. They're going to surrender. Surrender offer's not great, so we're going to try to kill them like so, and that totally worked. We actually got a good amount of scrap for that. Now, first sector stores, not something I value all that highly. What do we have at our beacon here? Attack the rebels to help them escape. Don't mind if I do. They have 3 lasers. That's more than we have. And we also have ASB to deal with. Oh, that's super frustrating. And they have a clone base. So this is really like my worst nightmare of things to deal with here. But presumably, if we manage to hit that clone bay, we should still be fine. Oh, anti-bio beam has to go now, like right now. And we only hit 1 crew member with it, but it is the crew member fixing the weapons. We don't need to worry about that breach. We can get it fixed up later. Really nice, like, oxygen venting effect there that I don't think I've ever noticed before. Both of those missed? Are you fucking kidding me? Luckily, their shots are, like, completely out of sync as well. Here we go. Just get that. Ooh, good. And the bio beam's ready again. Let's try this one again. This is mostly just so they can't get it repaired quickly. Then that allows us to go in and shoot that clone bay, and we can get them to the point where their life sucks. Oh, luckily we have that slug repair gel. Yeah, which actually is, that's the effect there, is the slug repair gel automatically keeps, seals breaches, I should say. We need to get these engines fixed up, though. And quickly anti-bio beam. Ooh, we got one more killed. Now all we gotta do is kill the pilot. We do have a med bay. We can't really get it powered up. Keep it going. This is fine. Dual lasers go next. Clone bay's back up. How did that happen? Well, now it's out. ASB's coming again. We've at least got to get some dodge chance for this. Come on. Okay, now you can get back in here. Please don't hit engines. Oh, their ASB did miss. That's super unlikely. Okay, so then 2 shots here, and anti-bio beam finishes the job. Okay. As a result, we got about 40 scrap, which is actually a really good payout. And we'll power up our med bay by depowering. Oh, the ASB is still shooting at us. That's such bullshit. We'll wait until it's about to shoot again. And then we'll send people where they belong. Okay, so that's going to be us moving over here. A little bit low on health. Hopefully we don't have a fight here. But if we do, we'll probably still win. We're going to attack the slaver. So everyone get back to your room. They don't have a med bay. They do have 2 lasers and a beam, though, which is a pretty potent combination for what I'm rocking here. Unless they fire their beam first for absolutely no reason, which happens a surprising amount. How did they... Oh, I didn't power up my shields again like a dumbass. That's 1 hull damage I definitely did not need to take. Okay, we at least got to the point where we can hurt them a little bit here. Why am I hurting the pilot instead of going for the shield personnel? The pilot is gonna raise their dodge chance, which is presently a surprising problem for me. There we go. Take one of the weapons offline. The beam is now effectively worthless. And get ready to pop that anti-bio beam. It might be best to go after shields first, but I really want to make sure that we're insulated from any and all hull damage first. Now, this won't kill Rockman, I think. But it did kill the human pilot. And then they're all going to get into situations where it's easier for me to deal with that. No, they're not. They're actually going to make things much more difficult on me by spreading out completely. Until I did some damage, in which case they have to come back up here. So let's try to do some damage to the human here. And the anti-bio beam will come in and kill the Rockman at this point. Yeah, the human's still alive. Not for long, though. The dual laser might do it. We'll see. Nope, we're going to have to wait for the next anti-bio beam. And for once, they might actually be charged up at roughly the same time. Ooh, not really. Okay. Let's pop our dual laser here. And, oh, we killed them all. And I think I hit 1 by accident and took an option when I was trying to hit 1 to fire the anti-bio beam. So that's my bad, but we're still totally fine, so no big deal, I guess. Now, here we just got free scrap. That's awesome. Let's just check out and see where we're going next. We're the slug ship, so we want to hit up as many nebulas as possible. No matter which way we go, we're going to hit 2. So we might as well start by hitting them as soon as possible. I mean, an easier sector seems like easier nebula. And, cool. Don't see a store yet. So I want to upgrade. I want to get like 1 bar of weapon power and an extra reactor power that I can slot into... Wait, let me see how fast the dual lasers charge. 10 seconds versus 14 seconds. So might actually be better to have the dual lasers active. And the breaching bomb then. But if I actually organize them like this... Can't we come very close? We can come close to having both, but we can't quite get both. Okay, this is fine. We'll save that hull laser for just a little bit later. And we'll start making our way through this nebula here. Remember, there's something like if you do 30 jumps or more, you get the layout B of the slug ship. Or you get the, what am I trying to say here? Not the layout B, you get one of the achievements that leads to getting layout B. And I think I already have one, which means I would actually get the full layout myself. So we've taken damage on our oxygen. Obviously, that's terrible. Let's get in there and fix that. Anti-bio beams, for whatever reason, not quite ready to go yet. Oh, man, we should have taken those missiles offline when we had the chance. Anti-bio beam now. This might kill them, actually. It didn't kill any of them. Again, very much to my surprise. Okay, we have... Where did this Rockman come from? Did I miss an event where we got another crew member? If so, I'm an idiot. That's okay, though. Everyone's got to be an idiot sometimes. We killed the Engie. I mean, we could just drop a breaching bomb in here. I don't know. We'll just wait for dual lasers to be back. And then anti-bio beam like so. And we got another crew member? Where did we get this rock man? Am I like... I'm losing it, I think. We picked up a ton of crew members there. I mean, it's really nice, don't get me wrong. But I just didn't expect it. Maybe we've had him for a while and I just didn't notice. Anyway, you get back into the shield room. Are you good at anything? No. And our human can go on the door system. And you can come back over here, and we'll have everybody save their location. You know what, Pilot? Why don't you take a second to heal up as well? Good stuff. All right, everybody's back to base. We're going to save the locations and move along. Now, we do have a store. I am in a position where I would feel comfortable buying some stuff. It would be nice to repair as well. I hate dealing with missiles. That's what we need. We need some form of missile defense. They're going to teleport on board, and I'll tell you right away that they're going to regret that. Maybe not when they go to arms with my slug crew member, but with everybody else, they're going to have an issue. So breaching bomb on weapons first just to see if I could stop a shot. I couldn't, and that missile hits our medbay. We'll send our human in to fix that. Now, dual lasers go in on shields now. Good, and as their personnel comes down here, it's going to make it much easier for us to get an adequate anti-bio beam, which is why I waited a little bit on that one. So we'll dual laser the weapons again just to keep that missile from coming back online. This guy's going to run back into the piloting system, which seems like a very foolish decision in my mind. What do I know, though? Now we dual laser the shields. Everyone should get back to base again, except for our Mantis should get into the medbay. Now, the anti-bio beam, we basically just got him in the same position again, and then we're going to do exactly the same thing again. So we got a free stun bomb and 11 scrap. We don't want to go to the store just yet, because in order to get any kind of, like, missile defense, we're at least going to need more scrap. Not necessarily a lot more scrap, but we are going to need at least 85 for a drone control unit. So we'll probably start with a breaching bomb on shields. Did that in the hopes that I would actually just take out a bar of shields, but that didn't really work. It looks like they're basically incapable of doing damage to me. Now that I've taken out a bar of shields, you know what we should do is, well, deactivate anti-bio beam and turn on the hull laser instead. Seems smart. And they are getting kind of close to actually hurting me, so we'll hit drones and take those offline. And the hull laser will help us do a lot of damage here, which is nice. It doesn't do more damage. Yeah, it only does 1 damage, except on systemless rooms. And it also can cause a breach, which is useful. Not against drone ships, but in general. So we'll land our final shots here, and we actually do have a ship that is, you know, with a little bit of tinkering, capable of taking out drone ships with relative ease. 18 scrap, not a whole lot, but we do have some stuff we can sell at the store. We do want to upgrade as well. Sorry, I was getting very confused about how to set this up. I depowered the medbay. Power that back up, get the Mantis back in the room where he belongs. There's no reason to have people kind of, you know, scattered about here. And good to go. Okay. Store now? Yeah, store now. As much as I would like to not have to, I think this is the time. And they have cloaking. There's basically no way for us to get it. We'll sell the stun bomb. Even if we sell slug repair gel, there's no way for us to get it. When did we get the scrap recovery arm? Am I having like a serious stroke right now? This is crazy. I'm not playing on easy either. I guess maybe that's when I hit that 1 button. That's what I got. I got like an augment and the crew member. Now we could get very, very close to getting cloaking, but we can't quite get it. I will get long-range scanners. I think that's a great pickup. And I will heal up a little bit. But apart from that, we're going to be content to just jump around here a little bit more. So we want to jump to combat, but we want to stay away from beacons that have, you know, ion storms, solar flares, etc., etc. Asteroid fields even. I'm going to attack the ship here. And these are slugs, rockmen, and humans. Not overly dangerous, potentially. Start by dropping a bomb on the shield room, because they have a lot of shield power, unfortunately. And then we'll hit the weapons up. Oh, that was a big miss, but that's okay. Now we've got them where we want them, all in the same room here. We're going to breach that shield room again. I do still want to dual laser the weapons to get their shield down and maybe take out one of the ions. And then we're just going to wrench this bad boy across like that. So that's going to make it very difficult. They are repairing the system. We're going to wait for dual lasers again because I think we have time. And that killed one of the crew members, which will very much slow down this repairing. Weapons are going to come back in a second. I don't want to use a breaching bomb if I can avoid it, is what I'm trying to get at here. So, good hit, and then we'll just rake this bad boy across like so. And there's another crew member dead. We probably hurt that slug, at least. And he's going to go for shields first, which means that they are fucked forever. Can't come back from that. And the shields, they still have 1 bar, much to my surprise. That's okay, though. We'll wait. We'll hit them with another dual laser, and then we'll anti-bio beam and take everything that they've got, basically. There we go. We got a free crew member, which is, again, nice, but we are getting to the point where it's kind of unnecessary. I mean, Will, in particular, can't really do anything. There's no room for him. He doesn't have any skills. That's okay, Will. Welcome to the plight of the millennials. As one myself. So they're gonna board us here. At least we have some extra anti-boarding potential. We'll send this human in here to get ready to deal with them. And, you know, their ship doesn't look that deadly to me. So I think we're just gonna wait until the... yeah, they can't hurt us. So, basically, I'm just gonna dual laser their shields first. And then we're gonna anti-bio beam that NG. Can hit the Mantis, too. We might pop a breaching bomb on the med bay before our next extravaganza here. We're gonna be fine. Okay, so close up. Human, why don't you get into the med bay? It is powered up for no reason. So we need to breach this med bay. And then we'll also fire some dual lasers at it. Just so there's no freedom. And we just want to make sure we're hitting the NG there, because he'll die. Oh, the shields are gonna come back up, I think. Yep. Okay, don't fire anti-bio beam. You were like less than half a second away. We're gonna use another... We don't need to use another missile. We can wait for dual lasers, because it's gonna take a while to repair. Good, that takes it into the red again. Hurt the NG. Ah, hurt them all. Okay, wonderful. Everyone's okay here. Keep jumping. 30 jumps is not gonna be easy, but if we do 15 jumps per sector, it's doable. Nothing at this one. Combat. Yeah, I will take as much of that as I can possibly get. Now, automated ship or avoid provoking. I'm gonna avoid provoking it. We already got our Nebula jump, and I don't want to fight drones if it's at all possible. And there we go. This is I would rather fight this ship, to be honest with you. Even though it seems like it would be worse. And we have another Mantis. The Mantis is going to come down here and wants to fight in our shield room, which seems kind of surprising to me. But we'll have a nice little welcome party waiting for it. So this time, breaching bomb goes on weapons. Good. Take that missile launcher offline after one shot. Why don't you go fix the door system, or fix the weapon system up here. Or engine, sorry. Now wait a second. They have no med bays, so we'll just do a laser on the weapons, and then very quickly hurt the people repairing it. They actually, I'm pissed because they actually took a missile back as a result of like the changed power. So I'm not happy about it, but that's okay. Let's see if we can hurt this pilot a little bit, lower their dodge chance. We could breach again, but I want to save some missiles. I am using far too many probably. And we'll land this one, and anti-bio beam is now ready to do work. Very nice. What do I want to do with this much scrap? I mean, I need to up my evasion chance at the very least. Nothing going on here. We'll get involved in some combat. And again, these are Nebula jumps. These matter. I will upgrade my dodge chance, I think. Yeah. Where's the hack coming? Doors. Doesn't matter at all. So what we will probably try to do is, I should have done this earlier, but we'll get rid of the anti-bio beam and put on hull laser instead. If possible, I'd rather not breach. Because it costs us a missile. I would rather just take out their systems that allow them to escape. And if we can... They don't have any empty systems, but we can, like, hull laser their engines, maybe. Let's see if this works. Pretty good. I don't think they're going to be able to get away. I might be mistaken, but without any engines and without any means for the pilot to escape, I'm pretty sure that they're just screwed. Especially considering they have, like, 0 dodge chance. That sucks for them. And with the hacking particles now, or hacking, you know, pieces now broken... Their ship is dead. That was the easiest drone combat I think we've ever had. Well, never had on this run, at least. We've obviously had easier on other runs. And because you can jump, or the rebels only have half the speed to jump, if that makes... They only jump half as far per jump, as you can see here within a nebula. We were able to do a lot of jumps here, and as long as we can get to that other nebula in, like, Sector 7, we should be fine. It is Sector 7. So we're going to go to Rebel Controlled. There are a lot of drones here. Probably should have gone to Zoltan Controlled. They're weak and spongy, and their flesh allows them to be easily killed. It's kind of stupid of me, but that's okay. We'll get our medbay powered up here. And is there a store? There's not a store. There are some Nebula jumps, though, so I'm going to go downwards and try to hit all these bad boys on the way up. Now, we are going to pick up, I'd say, 2 bars of engine power, just so we can up our dodge chance considerably. 25% definitely beats 15%. I depowered the medbay before people were fully healed, like an idiot. That's okay, though. Now everybody can go back to base. And is our weapon power adequate to take out enemies on Sector 3? Yes. I would be very surprised if it weren't. We're not going to hire a crew member. I don't really want to hire a crew member at this point. Okay, we're not going to jump through this one in the middle because there is an ion storm, which, you know, could lead to us having no shields. That could be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna trade missiles for fuel. That could be fine because we, as a result of that, would be able to just get a free anti-bio beam. Speaking of which, we will not be doing that though, just because it's too much of a wild card. So they have a really wonderful ship composition here. I'm not gonna mince words. We're gonna drop a breaching bomb on their drones, hopefully, but I expect to take a decent amount of damage. We took out one drone. That's all right. Door human, why don't you come down here and help repair? All right, dual lasers and hull lasers I want to send at the same time. And we're gonna send one on you and one on you. You can do it. Oh, those were big fucking misses. All right, let's try another breaching bomb. That at least took out the missiles a little bit. Or sorry, took out the beam. You're back in the door room. And we need to fire everything we've got at the same time with respect to our missiles, otherwise, or sorry, with respect to our lasers. Otherwise, we have no chance to get through the enemy shields. So we're gonna try to do that again. It's gonna take us a little while to get it up, but better than just firing for no reason. Don't miss this one. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay, one bar of shields has been taken down, which means now we can actually fire without having everything fired up at the same time, which will give us a lot more rounds. We're still missing, though, which sucks pretty hard. Let's try it again. There we go. Heard their piloting system take their dodge chance down. Just systematically dismantling this ship. It's taken a long time, but it's also saving us, you know, one missile. Is that worth it? That's a very good question. I'm starting to think no. There we go. Our bomb went off, and now our miss chance is pretty darn low. Should probably hit their shield room, just so that dual lasers are actually sneaking through and doing some damage. That was a breaching bomb. I didn't mean to use that. That was me hitting the wrong key on the keypad. That's okay, though. We are nearly done here. And what do we have? Two. Two is what we want to fire. So, long fight. We came out ahead. And we got 30 scrap, which is nothing to sneeze at. And we're getting Nebula jumps, which is cool as well. Again, takes us a little closer to, oh my god, are you serious? Takes us a little closer to being able to, get that achievement at the very least. And it's not looking like too much else is going to happen on this run because, Jesus Christ, these missile launchers. At least we took, oh my god, all of their shots missed. Who do I have to fuck for that to happen more often? Not only did all of their shots miss. Oh, I should have done another breaching bomb there. Yeah, because now that hits weapons, and we're not going to be able to use our hull laser. We're going to breach on shields this time. Basically, because we need to do one bar to then be able to take out their other missile launcher. And it all went according to plan, but it does suck to have to waste another missile. It's alright, 15 is still nothing to sneeze at, but could obviously be better. Let's see if we get a good shot here. Oh, big miss. No surprise there. We'll do 2 and 4 at the same time, just because it then gives us a chance to do 3 damage. And we at least hit their shields, but then we had 2 misses as well, which is unfortunate. Breaching bomb just has a lower chance to miss, I suppose. And that was really nice. We can still do damage here, but I'm going to wait until everything's ready. And there we go. Lots of stuff in the red, which is actually going to make winning this fight possible. Probably should have used the hull laser on the empty system room, or the room that didn't have a system, I guess I should say, but it's all good. Still fine. And again, it's just emphasizing how important missile defense is going to be for us. I know there's a store down there. We're going to try to get to it, but I really wanted to hit all these Nebula jumps. I am so pissed that this is not only, like, a nasty ship to be fighting, but also a mind control unit. So we're going to make sure that our medbay is powered up, because we're going to need it. Breaching bomb has to go. I mean, it almost has to go on mind control at this point just to stop this mantis from killing us. And it missed, which is extremely nice. Why don't you get into the medbay quickly? And there we go. He's not mind controlled anymore. Thank you very much for being the worst friend of all time. There we go. All right, mind control's down. Weapons were hurt. Door systems in a weird place. We should be breaching. We'll use a breaching bomb on their weapons. And that did not take anything offline, much to my chagrin. Let's try this again. There we go. But not before they manage to take our hull laser offline. Get that door fixed up ASAP. It's not like we're going to speed things along too much. Repairing that ASAP over and over and over again. It's okay. Now we have 0 mischance, so let's get this powered up. Much prefer to be fighting, you know, humans. Unfortunately, we don't have that option. So 2 and 4 at the same time should absolutely kill them. Oh, thank you for mind controlling my human again. That system, I guess, got fixed. And we're done. That's good. So we're up over 100 scrap here. Again, we're going to try to get to that store, but this actually throws pretty serious... You know what? It does not throw a monkey wrench in it. What it means is that we're just going to do another jump back into the Nebula, which hopefully is still worth progress towards that achievement. But there was no way for me to get away without experiencing like a solar flare there. So this is what we've chosen to do. We have mind control, we have drone control, and no defense drone. There is a weapon pre-igniter. We basically have to get this because it's for sale. We can sell the slug repair gel. This will help us. I mean, in a way, it is a missile defense component, honestly. Because in buying it, and we'll fix up a little bit too. In buying it, and now using it, we can effectively just take out whatever the enemy has on or has for offer. And you might be saying the anti-bio beam is better to use right off the bat with the pre-igniter. And eventually, I'm going to use both, but I think the hull laser is better to have pre-ignited just because of the system damage that it can do. And on this situation, I'm very pleased that that's the decision we chose to make. So, I think we're going to try, like, dual laser on the piloting system, followed by hull laser on weapons. And that's pretty good. It took out everything but their beam. My oxygen is in a weird place here. That's okay. I don't think it's going to be able to fall far enough for us to really suffer here. And they're going to try to escape, so I'm going to try to get a hull laser. If this misses, it didn't. If it did, we would have used a breaching bomb. No. I'm going to use a breaching bomb. Just because I don't trust them to not be able to get away. The man in this oxygen room is trapped. He's not going to be able to get out. And hopefully, I don't think they're going to have a chance to really stop us here. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Our oxygen on the ship is pretty low, but if we can just take out their hacking system, then they're completely done. Sounds like we got a breach there, but it doesn't really matter because we're done and good to go. So 16 more scrap. Now open all doors, let the oxygen come back a little faster, if that is indeed how it works. We have some distress beacons here. This is a distress beacon with combat, so I think this one's a little smarter for us to take. Alright, hull laser's starting here. I will give them the fuel. They give us 38 scrap for 2 fuel, which is a pretty sweet trade, if you ask me. And our exit beacon. They want missiles. I'll give them 5. They gave me 25 scrap. That's a pulsar. I don't feel comfortable going through with that, so we're just going to go to Sector 4. It's another rebel-controlled sector. Next thing is probably 3rd bar of shields, or maybe 2 more bars of weapon power, but... Oh, we want to go to this Nebula for sure. I think we can make it across this way. This will be fine. Want to hit the distress beacon, of course, because if there's blue options, that can be great for us. Okay, we're going to have to deal with the Mantis ship that honestly doesn't look particularly bad. How do we do this? I think we breach dual laser the clone bay, and then hull laser the weapons, like so. That was awful. And then we'll just use a breaching bomb on the weapons room. At least take out one of those weapons. And then we'll switch back to the anti-bio beam. Alright, so we're going to close all doors because obviously we have some combat now. Send the Mantis into the medbay to deal with it. As long as the medbay is powered up, this is, like, seriously 0 risk. Gotta take that clone bay offline, though. Not going so well so far. We could always breach the clone bay. In fact, you know what? I know we're low on missiles. I'm going to use another bomb just to breach that. We got very lucky, or sorry, they got very lucky that they took out both of the, or they left, caused both of the NGs to leave before the situation was over there. Finding myself tripping over my words a lot today. It's been a while since I played FTL, at least a couple days. Alright. We have to breach the clone bay, I think. I'm using a lot of missiles to make this happen, and I'm not happy about it. Maybe we will just switch from the anti-bio beam. Yeah, we're going to switch back to the hull laser and finish them off that way. Not happy about the situation, but it's the way we got to do it. We did take some hull damage there. Sure, teleport back. Whatever, dog. So, I might as well just dual laser them right off the bat, huh? Take out that piloting system. And we're going to wait for the dual laser to be back because I'm gonna sneak my way through them here. We're going to go for this weapon room. And now that shields are down, we're going to hit this systemless room. And that allowed us to do not nearly as much damage as I thought would be possible. So you guys get in the medbay, fix up a little bit here. God, if we could just get like some of those lasers to miss, my life would be a lot better. Just wait for the second hull laser shot. Take 2. And they want to surrender, and I think I'm going to accept it just because this fight has been so tedious. So everyone get back to your rooms. And it's not a store, but we are going to hit up this combat beacon. Getting a little scared for our chances here. Our weapon power is not as strong as I had previously thought, I suppose. We're really running out of missiles, which is an issue, but we're gonna dual laser, and actually, you know what? We're gonna breach first, like that, and then we're gonna dual laser the medbay, and hull laser the weapon room. That worked out pretty well, I would say. Now we get the anti-bio beam working again, because that really is our strength as a ship, is this anti-bio beam. Everything else is just, I wouldn't necessarily say for show, but not as important. I probably should have gone to town on the shield room instead. We can always breach if necessary, though, so just wait a second here. And anti-bio beam's good to go. Their medbay is screwed, so there we go. They're gonna have to get into that medbay and heal up, which is our cue to maybe hit those shields again. Get that guy killed. Is that medbay gonna get fixed up? That's a darn good question. We have to wait a second. There's been some fire spreading through their ship. Wait for the anti-bio. Oh, they fixed it. So we breach. I hate to do it. No, I don't. That killed them. And then dual laser and anti-bio beam. All right. We didn't really get an adequate compensation there. That's kind of okay, though. I'm thinking third bar of shields might be the next thing we want to pick up here. Let's try it. So that'll be like that. And for once, we don't have to compromise too much to make it happen. Why doesn't everybody who's hurt get into that medbay quickly? And who's the... Is this you that's hurt? No. You? No. In fact, it's a different race altogether. It's the slug. Okay. Well, I'm happy to have this bar of shield power, this extra protection. That being said, how much does it protect us? I guess we'll find out as we continue to jump here. And again, these Nebula jumps, important, I think. We are almost out of missiles, which scares the crap out of me. Trade 3 missiles for 6 fuel. Unfortunately, I can't really justify that. It's an ion storm. Ion storm occasionally disables systems. I think we're going to go through this way instead because we can. So we're going to jump to this one. It'll cost us a Nebula jump, but I don't want to risk going through an ion storm. Oh my fucking god. Okay, well obviously dodge chance has to get as high as possible here. Fucking drone ships, man. Okay. Keep it up. Keep it up. Wait for that cloak to come off. They're gonna have like a fucking field day. They already have their missile launcher charged up. So we breach the shields quickly. And we might get hurt here, so very quickly. Dual laser and hull laser. Make it happen. We took out their missile launcher, which is the most important thing. We sold slug repair gel, so we should send both humans in here to repair this breach ASAP. Which is apparently my new catchphrase of the day. Now we just wait for a second and then seriously fuck with those weapons. I can't believe that we only took out one. Why don't you guys get back to your rooms? And they're gonna cloak again. They are theoretically able to hurt us, I think. Kind of hard to tell. We're gonna wait for hull laser to be back, and then we go like that and like that. We took out one more thing. That's still important. Just ask Amari. And somebody just leveled up. Yeah, our Mantis is now pretty good at using those weapons. Let's see if we can maybe hit the... Oh, I'm so fucking done with drone ships. They always have the craziest dodge chance that you would not expect, you know, given the fact that they have to run on autopilot. There we go. Now that dodge chance is going to be substantially lower. Should probably wait until all lasers are up, just so we can fire everything at the same time. They shot down one of my lasers with their laser. Now that hardly seems fair in my world. But we are going to win this fight, so I can't complain too hard. What's next? More weapon power, for sure. Even if we don't have the weapons to use more weapon power perfectly, important for us to do it in case we get more weapons in the future. Of course it's a drone. I mean, because it has to be a drone at this point. Only, like, you have a much higher chance of finding drones in Nebulas. So, there we go. I'm happy to have landed that shot, even though apparently doesn't really benefit us at all. And we did take out their mind control system. So at the very least, we got that out of the investment that we put in there right off the bat. Now, they are trying to get away. Let's breach their piloting system. That way they have a much lower dodge chance, presumably. But I've been wrong before. And here we go. Took out some of the weapons, and they're not going to be able to get away very easily now. Let's see if we can hit that shield room with the dual laser just to take them down to 0. Not quite 0. We'll hit him again with the heavy laser this time. It's 0, but it's going to heal up pretty quick, but that allows us to hit the engines. And hitting the engines, now we can go back to the weapons, and this should finish them off. Unless I have made some kind of grievous miscalculation. Thankfully, I didn't. So, it's 17 extra scrap. Oh, and that is, that's That's an ion storm as well, so we're just gonna get past that. Sucks that we only got to get one Nebula jump here. I probably should have taken the risk, but so be it. Now, for once, we have encountered a ship that does not have mind control. I know! I didn't think it was possible either. What we will do is just go hard on weapons here, and immediately then switch to the anti-bio beam. And if nothing else, it would be very helpful to have hull laser and anti-bio beam charged at the same time. I'm gonna breach their shields, actually. So that I could, you know, in all likelihood, take their shields down and use anti-bio beam right off the bat. Seems like a no-brainer. Oh, wow, that was wonderful. Let's drop another breaching bomb on their weapons. I really needed that to get the flak cannon, but I guess if they can't shoot anything else, never mind. I was gonna say, I guess if they can't shoot anything else, the flak cannon doesn't matter. Turns out I'm wrong. Now, can't get a hit in, so we're gonna use a missile here. Hurt their piloting system, lower their dodge chance, and 2 shots, then the anti-bio beam comes in. We did kill one, that's good news. Now they are trying to get away. They got away, and I used a missile there. Fleet pursuit doubled for 1 jump. We can still make it. We're almost out of missiles though, which is really, really bad. Alright, keep your distance. Fuck everything about fighting drones. We need to buy missiles. I hate to do it. I really do. And we don't have anything to sell, so we're gonna buy up some missiles here. I am displeased, but that's okay. We'll get some more scrap on the next floor. Let's stick in and around the area, just in case. Of course it's a drone ship. And of course it has cloaking. At least it's not mind control. I guess it could be worse. You guys should get back to your rooms. Not that it really matters all that much right now. And they're gonna do quite a number to me if they come out of this shooting as much as they possibly can. Alright, so what do we go on first? It's gotta be weapons. They just have too much. It's all too annoying. What do we didn't hit enough. That's kind of amazing. Ah, there we go. At least take out one weapon before they cloak forever. Ah, there we go. Start a breach. That'll have absolutely 0 impact. Good miss. They still have basically everything that they started with, unfortunately. But they did just fire, which means they might not... Yeah, I was going to say, they might not be able to get that full barrage in simultaneously like they have so much. And we need to take the bomb out, really. That's the problem. I really don't want to use missiles if I can avoid it, though. Buying them is just, you know, stopping us from buying other things. Why do we have a 40% dodge chance? That's actually amazing. Is our slug pilot that good? Yeah, and our slug pilot gives us evasion plus 10, and we get another evasion plus 10 from our engine person. That is actually extremely good. So 40% dodge chance explains why a lot of these bombs are missing, I guess, thankfully. And we'll make sure to fire everything we've got there. So got everything but the bomb, and probably should have used a breaching charge to take out their piloting system, I guess. Sincerely, fuck everything forever. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate fighting these fucking drone ships with their crazy evasion. The worst part is, like, they can't win unless we had literally the worst dice rolls that we've had in this game of all time. They can't win. Fuck it. There we go. Oh, yeah, my, the bomb that I used there, after being so prudent with them, missed. Hey, we've taken out all their weapons. Now we can miss other systems instead. Like the piloting system. Well, I probably should have gone on cloaking, I suppose. Apologies that this takes forever, but this is the Slug Cruiser in a nutshell. I actually think this run is going pretty well, even though we've had some bad beats. It's okay. I mean, once they come back, like, they can't do anything, right? What can they do? They can't even dodge shots anymore. They can't shoot. All they can do is cloak, and we're going to try to take that away. But they'll probably die before it's truly gone. And try another couple of hits here, and they're dead. My lord, that took forever. 38 scrap, and we're going to go to the exit. Kind of hope we have combat here, but I doubt it's going to happen. Yeah, oh, we do have combat. Wait and attack the rebels. Now, they have a... That appears to be a boarding drone, which is always frustrating. But we'll start with this, and... Oh, good miss. They have no medbay, at least. So we'll, attack their... weapons and then the drone control unit. Because oh my god, they have a boarding drone and an ion intruder drone. That's really frustrating. At least, I think we took out one of them on the way. I think our pilot should get the hell out of there, to be honest with you. And we're just going to wait a second here. Let's get this breaching bomb on their shields again. Good. Dual laser and hull laser. We're going to send accordingly. And there we go. We took out another bar of the drone power, but I don't think that's actually going to do anything for us. We have 0 dodge chance, which is obviously not great, but they have no other way of hurting us beyond this drone. So what do we do, basically? Same thing we've done for quite some time. And, oh, miss with a bomb. That's more accurate than I'd like it to be. Miss with everything. Oh, they have 2 boarding drones now. Okay, that's nice. Let's get this medbay powered up. We're going to breach this drone control room. Good. Take out one of the assholes at least. And we actually hit twice. I didn't think it was actually possible in this video game to do that. And there we go. Finally started to hurt them a little bit. We should close all doors, because the oxygen situation's getting a little interesting. And shields are in a weird spot here. Don't stun me, you dick. There we go. You should be dead. Or close to it. Oh, big miss again. Let's, breaching bomb. Big miss again. What am I missing here? These motherfuckers have, like, the greatest dodge chance I've ever seen in my whole life. Every ship has the greatest dodge chance I've ever seen in my whole life, apparently. So, everyone close all doors. We're fine. Everyone can go back to where they want in a minute now. I don't want to use any more missiles. Oh, here comes another boarding drone. Lovely. We'll try to quickly breach. And good. So that... No, it didn't actually stop anything from happening. But at least we can almost be sure that we can anti-biobeam this dude to death. Work. No! Okay, we'll stop it. Slow it down here. We're gonna get stunned. Yep, there go all of our weapons. Very nice. It's not always nice when that happens. Luckily, we don't really need to evade. Being out of missiles scares the shit out of me, though. In a second, we'll actually have our weapons back. Oh, never mind. Shall we go back in here and fight this man as well? Oh, we really gotta fix that up. Okay, everything come back. Get those breaches fixed. Get those breaches fixed, you scumlord. Oh, Jesus. This breaching bomb. Oh, we have no missiles. Okay, beautiful. Well, at least now we have an excuse to keep a hull laser up. I lost my pilot. God damn it. Luckily, we have so many spare crew members. It's not a huge deal. You guys have to get out of there. Fuck the engines for now. Get in here. Yeah, sure, you go fix that up. Dual lasers, get ready to go. That's my own bad for sure for letting that pilot die. And of course I'm going to steal the civilian supplies after that clusterfuck. Oh, losing a crew member always feels bad, but at least we are a little closer towards getting our goal here. Everybody can get in the weapons room until that oxygen comes back. And basically you all need to go into the medbay as well. Okay. We're going to upgrade our weapons. Can't really afford to do too much, but that's okay. We don't have any missiles anyway, so our breaching bomb is basically just extra power for us. I should power up that medbay. But I think we're jumping to Sector 5 here, if I am correct, and I think I am. We're going to go down because we want to hit this Nebula if we survive long enough. And we'll just see what we've got on this NG-controlled sector. No store nearby. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a lot. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.